Hello, everybody. This is Catholic Dad, episode number 269 Pro-Life Daughters. What's a father to do? So, this is Catholic Dad, and I was seeing some pro choice advocate on TV the other day. And she was unabashedly pro choice about her right to terminate her pregnancy, and she was unapologetic about it. And then I thought about it, like, what does her father think when somebody publicly proclaims something like that? Because I have three daughters, I have six sons, and if I were to see my daughters publicly come out and espouse a position that is gravely immoral and gravely sinful, that could eternally damnate their souls, and was also heretical to the teachings of the Roman Catholic Church, it would break my heart. It would tear it from my chest. It would throw it on the ground, and it would show me that I probably failed as a father for the spiritual well-being of my children. And I'm wondering, all these pro-choicers out there, the women that are unapologetically against, unapologetically for abortion, what do their fathers think? Do they weep? Do they cry? Do they have sorrow in their hearts to see what their daughters became? And, probably a lot of guys don't even think about it, particularly the ones that espouse such ideology. But I would think there probably are some fathers out there that don't agree with the position of abortion. And when their daughters go out, and I'm wondering, do they think I have failed as a father? I failed this child to bring them up in this moral way. Because when we go into this world, we want our children being moral and righteous, and we want them, we want to raise them to be good stewards of the gifts that God gave us and the gifts that God gave them, and to go into this world and do what's right, no matter what the consequences to their fame or their fortune is, because their immortal souls are far more important than all the temporal pleasures and all the temporal gains on this planet. And that we want them to do that. And if they go and they espouse hate, and we also want them to know that your whole goal is to care for other human beings, like to serve the Lord. And the Lord said, "Whatever you do to the least of my children, you do it to me," right? Or my brothers and sisters, you do it to me. Meaning that the downtrodden, the homeless, the schizophrenic, the imprisoned, the naked, you name it, all the people that are having difficulties in their lives, including the unborn. Like our whole goal as humans is to run towards those people and to help them and to uplift them through all our labors and our efforts and our prayer, and to become good stewards of all the gifts that God gave us for the betterment of mankind and our fellow man. And that's how you're living a devout Christian life, and living the sacraments as well. And so when you see your children go astray like that, I wonder if it ever dawns on the fathers that they have failed themselves. They have failed as fathers. And I wonder if it ever wonders on the daughters, did I ever tear the heart out of my dad? Did I tear the heart out of my dad by espousing such gravely immoral behavior? And I tell my kids that, if they go do that, they would hurt their father so much, and they would hurt his name, and they would hurt his, they would really kind of destroy my life if they did that. There's very few things that you could do that would destroy my life, but then I would get mad, and then I would start engaging and having conversation, asking why they went astray. But all that being said, is fathers out there, if you have a daughter do that, I'm curious. You can even comment on my YouTube channel. Does it tear your heart out to see your daughters do that, or your sons even, for that matter? And daughters out there, when you espouse such things, do you care if your father's heart is torn out of his chest by espousing a position where you run from your moral responsibility? That is a question for you. Well, anyway, this is just something to think about. This is Catholic Dad making you think about it. Please like or subscribe. Get the Mass, pray the daily rosary, and live a sacramental life, everybody. God bless you, and pray for the unborn.